Read and listen. 1,
The day before yesterday.
2,
Yesterday.
3,
Last week. Last month. Last year. Last Tuesday.
4,
2 days ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 months ago. 2 years ago.
Now listen again and repeat.
The day before yesterday.
Yesterday.
Last week. Last month. Last year. Last Tuesday.
2 days ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 months ago. 2 years ago.
Listen and repeat.
1900,
1901,
2000,
2001,
2010, 2010,
the 1990s,
the 20th century.
the 21st century,
Now listen again and repeat.
1900,
1901,
2000,
2001,
2010, 2010,
the 1990s,
the 20th century.
the 21st century.
Listen and circle the year. 1,
1930.
2,
2016,
3,
1967.
4,
2021,
Now listen again and check your work. 1,
1930.
2,
2016,
3,
1967.
4,
2021.
Listen to the conversations about events. Conversation 1.
How was the party last night?
It was nice.
Were there a lot of people?
Yes, there were.
Conversation 2.
When was your birthday?
It was last month.
Really? Mine was too. What day was yours?
The 1st. What about yours?
The 15th.
Conversation 3.
So when was your game?
The day before yesterday.
How was it?
Great. There were a lot of people there.
That's terrific. Sorry I wasn't there too.
Now listen again and circle the correct day or month. Conversation 1.
How was the party last night?
It was nice.
Were there a lot of people?
Yes, there were.
Conversation 2.
When was your birthday?
It was last month.
Really? Mine was too. What day was yours?
The 1st. What about yours?
The 15th.
Conversation 3.
So when was your game?
The day before yesterday.
How was it?
Great. There were a lot of people there.
That's terrific. Sorry I wasn't there too.
Read and listen.
Where were you last night?
What time?
At about 8 o'clock.
I was at home. Why?
Because there was a great party at Celia's house.
There was? Too bad I wasn't there.
Listen again and repeat. Then practice the conversation model with a partner.
Where were you last night?
What time?
At about 8 o'clock.
I was at home. Why?
Because there was a great party at Celia's house.
There was? Too bad I wasn't there.
Listen and repeat.
Buy. Bought.
Come. Came.
Cut. Cut.
Do. Did.
Drink. Drank.
Drive. Drove.
Eat. Ate.
Get. Got.
Go. Went.
Have. Had.
Make. Made.
Put. Put.
Read. Read.
Say. Said.
See. Saw.
Take. Took.
Think. Thought.
Write. Wrote.
The regular simple past tense ending. We add ed or d for the simple past tense of regular verbs. For example, called, cooked, needed. The simple past tense ending has three pronunciations: d, t, and id. We say d in called, called. We say t in cooked, cooked. We say id in needed, needed. We use the pronunciation id after the sounds d and t. Listen to these examples. Needed, invited. We use the pronunciation d or t after all other sounds. Listen to these examples with the pronunciation d. Cleaned, loved, studied. Listen to these examples with the pronunciation t. Brushed, talked, watched. When we pronounce the ending id, we add an extra syllable. Invite, invited. When we pronounce the ending t or d, we do not add a syllable. Watch, watched. Love, loved. Now listen and repeat. Click on pause after each verb. Cleaned, loved, studied, brushed, talked, watched, needed, invited.
Listen. 1. D. Listened.
Exercised.
2,
Liked. Washed.
3,
Id. Wanted. Needed.
Now listen again and repeat.
Listened. Exercised.
Liked. Washed.
Wanted. Needed.
Read and listen.
So what did you do yesterday?
Well, I got up at 7, I made breakfast, and then I went to work.
What about after work? Did you do anything special?
Not really. I just made dinner and watched a movie.
Listen again and repeat. Then practice the conversation model with a partner.
So what did you do yesterday?
Well, I got up at 7, I made breakfast, and then I went to work.
What about after work? Did you do anything special?
Not really. I just made dinner and watched a movie.
Read and listen. 1,
Go to the beach.
2,
Go running.
3,
Go bike riding.
4,
Go for a walk.
5,
Go swimming.
6.
Go for a drive.
Now listen again and repeat.
Go to the beach.
Go running.
Go bike riding.
Go for a walk.
Go swimming.
Go for a drive.
Page 132. Vocabulary Booster. Unit 11. More outdoor activities. Read and listen. 1,
Go horseback riding.
2,
Go sailing.
3,
Play golf.
4,
Go rollerblading.
5,
Go snorkeling.
6,
Go rock climbing.
7,
Go ice skating.
8.
Go windsurfing.
Now listen again and repeat.
Go horseback riding.
Go sailing.
Play golf.
Go rollerblading.
Go snorkeling.
Go rock climbing.
Go ice skating.
Go windsurfing.
Listen to the conversations, then check the correct picture to complete each statement. Conversation 1.
Where's Rosalie?
I'm not sure. She said she wanted to go for a drive.
Well, she didn't. Her car's still here.
Well, maybe she went for a walk. The weather's great, and she loves to walk.
Oh, you're right. I see her on the street in front of the house.
Conversation 2.
Want to go to the beach?
Sure, but I don't want to go swimming. I want to relax. I went running this morning.
That's fine. You can just sit and read if you want. But I'm going swimming.
Sounds like a plan to me. What time?
How's noon?
Great.
Conversation 3.
I'd like to go bike riding. What about you?
I went bike riding yesterday. What about a run?
Actually, I went running this morning.
So what would you like to do?
Let's just go for a walk. That's always nice.
Conversation 4.
I'd really like to go swimming. Want to come along with me?
I'd like to, but I'm working this afternoon.
But today's Saturday. I thought you only worked from Monday to Friday.
I usually do, but this week I didn't work on Tuesday or Wednesday.
How come?
I went bike riding with my cousin, so I'm working today to make up the time.
Now listen again and check your work. Conversation 1.
Where's Rosalie?
I'm not sure. She said she wanted to go for a drive.
Well, she didn't. Her car's still here.
Well, maybe she went for a walk. The weather's great, and she loves to walk.
Oh, you're right. I see her on the street in front of the house.
Conversation 2.
Want to go to the beach?
Sure, but I don't want to go swimming. I want to relax. I went running this morning.
That's fine. You can just sit and read if you want, but I'm going swimming.
Sounds like a plan to me. What time?
How's noon?
Great.
Conversation 3.
I'd like to go bike riding. What about you?
I went bike riding yesterday. What about a run?
Actually, I went running this morning.
So what would you like to do?
Let's just go for a walk. That's always nice.
Conversation 4.
I'd really like to go swimming. Want to come along with me?
I'd like to, but I'm working this afternoon.
But today's Saturday. I thought you only worked from Monday to Friday.
I usually do, but this week I didn't work on Tuesday or Wednesday.
How come?
I went bike riding with my cousin, so I'm working today to make up the time.
Read and listen.
Did you have a good weekend?
Let me think. Oh yeah, I had a great weekend.
What did you do?
Well, on Saturday, my friends and I went bike riding and to a movie. Then on Sunday, I went for a drive. What about you?
Well, on Saturday, the weather was great, so I went for a walk. And on Sunday, my family and I went to the beach.
Listen again and repeat. Then practice the conversation model with a partner.
Did you have a good weekend?
Let me think. Oh yeah, I had a great weekend.
What did you do?
Well, on Saturday, my friends and I went bike riding and to a movie. Then on Sunday, I went for a drive. What about you?
Well, on Saturday, the weather was great, so I went for a walk. And on Sunday, my family and I went to the beach.
Let's personalize the conversation.
Did you have a good weekend?
Let me think. Oh yeah, I had a very nice weekend.
What did you do?
Well, on Friday, I went out to dinner with my girlfriend. Then on Saturday, we went running. What about you?
Well, the weather was warm, so I went swimming on Saturday. And on Sunday, I went bike riding.
Now, let's personalize the conversation again. Don't stop. Ask your partner more questions. Say as much as you can.
Did you have a good weekend?
Let me think. Oh yes, we had an okay weekend.
What did you do?
Well, on Saturday the weather was terrible, so we stayed home. In the afternoon I just took a nap. Then we went out for dinner.
Where did you eat?
At Alberto's Cafe, but the food was awful.
Really? That's too bad.
What about you? Did you do anything special?
Well, on Saturday we stayed home and watched old movies on TV. We made a great dinner, and on Sunday we visited friends. In the afternoon, we went bike riding.
Did you come home late?
Not really. We went to bed early.
Read about what people did last weekend.
What did you do last weekend?
Gabby Perez, Mexico.
My husband and I live in Guadalajara, in the Mexican state of Jalisco. We love the beach, so last Friday we got up early and drove to Puerto Vallarta, about 3.5 hours from home. The drive was nice, and we sang as we drove. On Friday night, we had a great dinner at a wonderful fish restaurant. Then, we got up early on Saturday. And because the weather was great, we went to the beach before breakfast. Sunday was pretty much the same. What a great weekend.
Kwanjin Park, Korea.
I'm a university student from Korea, but this month I'm visiting my aunt and uncle and my cousins in Baltimore, in the U.S. state of Maryland. Last weekend, we went to New York. On Friday, we wanted to go to an American restaurant and then to an outdoor concert. But the weather was really bad. It rained and it was so cold. We didn't go to the concert. We ate in the hotel and we watched the concert on TV. But on Saturday and Sunday, the weather was beautiful, so we went to Central Park and saw a play outdoors. We ate right there in the park, and we had a great time. I loved New York.
Paul Martin, Canada.
Last weekend was actually pretty nice. I live in Montreal, in the Canadian province of Quebec. I invited my friends here, and we went for a walk in the old city. We ate delicious food at a great restaurant. On Saturday, my girlfriend came here from Quebec City. We went dancing, and we stayed out so late. Here's a great picture. On Sunday, we went to the movies and to the mall. We bought new clothes. Montreal has some wonderful stores.